Hello everyone and welcome to Learn ASL. Before we begin our signing journey, I'd love to share sign language history with you. Now, gesturing actually began as far back as Socrates, 470 to 399 BC. He discussed and believed that those who could not speak nor hear should use their hands and bodies to communicate. Now, unfortunately, Aristotle disagreed and believed that those who are deaf were unteachable, which we know is super offensive as well as ridiculous. Aristotle may be rolling in your grave. Now, until the 1500s, sign language was actually frowned upon and deaf people could not sign. However, they secretly gestured amongst themselves and signs began to emerge once again. In the 18th century, Spain and France developed a formal language of sign where a French priest opened a school for deaf children using French Sign Language. Also in the 1800s, Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet from the US wanted to bring religion to deaf people. So he traveled to France where he had heard about their deaf schools. This is where he met an important man named Laurent Clerc. Clerc and Gallaudet returned to the US and set up the first schools for the deaf in Connecticut. This was an actual turning point in history for sign language. Sign language flourished, communities formed, and deaf people set up clubs, organizations, and schools, which was super exciting. Now, sadly, that did not last long, as top educators from several countries then declared oralism, or lip reading, as the new approach to teaching deaf children, and sign language was again forbidden. Now, despite oralism being an incredibly difficult skill, it was taught and lasted for many, many years, until finally, in the 1960s, deaf people had literally had enough and began setting up clubs and organizations using sign language in public. Finally, their voices were heard. Now, since that time, sign language has flourished. Colleges and universities teach it as a foreign language, and most countries have their very own sign language. Now, in closing, I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit of the history. I look forward to making more videos where we could actually practice signing and learning. Thank you so much, and for the future, happy signing. See you later.